Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a review video. Not that anyone is clamoring for it. I just want to share the joy and excitement that I'm feeling seeing an Indonesian horror movie that is cerebral and not afraid of tackling matters more delicate than ghosts. Namely, what is the purpose of religion or faith? Or will our deeds in life amount to anything after we die? I'm talking, of course, about Siksa Kubur, or Grave Torture, by director Joko Anwar, which is currently igniting nationwide discussions. I was fortunate enough to see the movie at its premiere on April 3rd. At the time, I marveled at the movie's bravery in tackling difficult and sensitive topics, and its craftsmanship both in front and behind the camera. But I recently decided to watch it for the second time because I feel like I missed some of the details that would help me understand some of the movie's cryptic and ambiguous aspects. At first, I thought some of my confusion stemmed from the storytelling shortcuts and leaps of logic that the filmmakers made. However, after watching it for the second time, I realized how neatly and meticulously woven the movie is from characters' development and motivations perspectives. This is almost like an anomaly in the genre, which usually favors plot and set pieces over characters' creation to carry the audience from one scare to the next. But director Joko Anwar's choice to constantly shadow Sita and her older brother Adil after the tragic deaths of their parents at the hands of a suicide bomber forces us, the audience, to bear witness to the pain, the anger, the confusion, and the trauma that these orphaned kids have to carry throughout the precarious tunnel of adolescence until they become a pair of haunted adults. The dedicated focus on their childhood trauma during the movie's opening minutes makes everything that the characters choose afterward feel like their organic evolution and not merely plot contrivances. Adult Sita becomes obsessed with the idea of debunking the religious belief of torture for sinful people in their graves, whereas Adil grows up to be an adult who only comes alive in the presence of dead bodies. This tragic character evolution also extends to another character as well, a despicable person who hides from their past crimes, shuns their family, challenges God, and yet cries for their mother when the night falls. But aside from the grim trajectory of the characters' lives, the movie fortunately doesn't forget to have fun, especially after a particular event during its second half, upon which the movie is suddenly granted a license, a limitless sandbox to play in. This is my favorite part of the movie, where it embraces the holy demands of its genre by unleashing scare after scare onto the audience until it culminates in an emotionally cathartic climax, where it circles back to its character-driven horror form. The movie's religious underpinning and grim atmosphere remind me of the movie Saint Maud, whereas the psychological torture endured by the characters remind me of Anwar's own The Forbidden Door. The heartbreaking performances of the actors make me feel like I'm watching the Indonesian Actors Olympics. As a whole, for me, the aspects in which the movie is most successful are making the audience understand the characters' developments and choices so that every scare afterward doesn't feel cheap but rather necessary to help the characters grow, and also, as with anything to do with faith, retaining that mystery and ambiguity so that the audience has so many interesting questions to ponder and discuss even after the end credits roll. So if you have watched Siksa Kubur once and feel like the movie is confusing for no reason, I suggest you watch it again, and this time pay attention to the events before all the supernatural happenings and inconsistencies begin. That will give some, but not all, insights into what's really going on. At least it clears some things for me while leaving enough ambiguity to fuel further discussions. Anyway, for me, this is definitely one of Joko Anwar's most intellectually and spiritually intriguing and provocative movies. And every genre fans nationwide and beyond have every reason to celebrate. So if you haven't done so, try seeing it at the cinema for the second time and let me know what you think. I'm Dimas, until next time.